Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Thank you so much for joining us again for another video, where today I'm showing Jen the Incredible Hulk. I actually had a few comments in the Iron Man video saying that they thought the Incredible Hulk was first. There were quite a few, but it wasn't. It was actually 1 month after the first Iron Man that this one came out. And there's also a little post-credit scene that places this one after the first Iron Man. Jen said last time that she really enjoyed the Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk's TV show from back in the day. She just found out that Edward Norton is in this movie playing the main character. What do you think going into it?
So I'm really excited about Edward Norton because he is in one of my all-time favorite movies, American History X. If you haven't seen it, so good. Holden has not seen it, so...
Yeah, we'll get to it. Well, that'll be one that maybe we can watch for me later.
Yeah, but I love him. I think he's a very talented actor, so really excited. And also the fact that the Hulk is really the only superhero character that I kind of recognize, know a little bit about. So I don't feel completely in the dark with this movie. I'm sure it's gonna have a lot more background than, well, hopefully the story will be a little bit different. I'm sure it will from the series. I haven't really heard a lot of feedback as far as like how the community perceived this movie, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was crap. So I'm pretty anxious to see this movie just because it's the only one that I know.
All right, let's hop into it. The Incredible Hulk.
So people hate this movie?
No.
So they're kind of giving like a background on what's already happened?
Yeah, they're skipping kind of his origin, him like turning into, they just did kind of this montage. They did something at a laboratory, turned him into the Hulk, he hurt that girl and her dad, or the general guy, and now he's on the run.
Shut that off!
They haven't really explained in the movie yet exactly what happens or what would happen. How much do you remember from the show?
Just that when he gets angry. I mean, just that's... Uh-oh.
Não me deixo com fome. Não bang quando eu fome. Wait. Oh, that's not right.
Milwaukee.
Stanley?
Mm-hmm. Guess it had a little more kick than he was looking for.
$187? Dude, you need to jog a little bit more often, I feel like.
Hey, qué voy? Bingo. You don't understand. Something really bad is about to happen here.
God.
You should be looking for a team that's prepped and ready to fight, because if that thing shows up again, you're gonna have a lot of professional tough guys pissing in their pants. Sir.
It's got kind of some Michael Bay dialogue in there. You have a lot of professional tough guys pissing in their pants, sir.
Hey, pal, I got a delivery on 5.
I don't think you have anybody up here.
Oh, man.
Are they familiar to you?
Catch hell if...
Mm-mm.
You don't recognize him?
No. Am I supposed to?
Yeah. You watched this show for a while.
I haven't seen the show in years, though.
Oh, well, that's Lou Ferrigno. He played the Hulk in the show.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I don't think I'm thinking of the same show. Was there another Hulk show?
The one with him was the most popular one, the only one I'm aware of.
Ew.
That was,
It didn't
Peter's
look
teacher.
like him.
Peter's teacher.
Is that him?
Oh, no, Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk in the show, not Bruce Banner.
Okay, well that's why I didn't know him.
Oh, gotcha. Oof. Oof. Bail, bail, bail.
Of course it would be raining.
Yeah, it's always in the rain. Hey, aren't you with someone? Betty? Hey, what about your boyfriend, Betty?
If I could borrow some cash.
Of course.
I need to take a bus.
Well, at least let me walk you to the station.
The way that he said that.
I know. It's like, thank you so much for letting me stay here, and maybe just like a couple $100. Just throw that my way. I know you're a professor's salary, you know. By the way, I clogged your toilet in the other room. Sorry, couldn't find the plunger. Thanks for the cash. I'm out. Look at that zoom. Look at that.
Is that all you got?
How you holding up, champ?
Jesus.
Doing okay, pal? Probably should have antagonized him like that.
I can't get too excited.
I have someone who'd like to meet you.
Okay.
It's Mr. Blue, isn't it?
Mr. Green? The dialysis machine will mix the antidote with your blood. So the antidote will only take hold once we've achieved a full reaction.
Oh my God.
That sounds so painful. Like crunching and stuff.
You did it.
He's fine. This is fantastic.
What is it? What is it?
I can fix this.
Ooh, he's ugly looking.
Walk it off, guys. Come on.
She's just got like a little scratch.
I know, these guys are like dead. They were like full armor and like helmets and protective gear. That's a move from the comics. It's the Hulk clap.
The Hulk clap?
Yeah.
Hulk! Smash!
What are they gonna do with him?
You gotta
Like, where are they gonna?
Let's put him in jail, I guess, Betty. You're right. The police are here. You guys got it. Why are y'all Go, leave.
Yeah. How about he doesn't calm down until they get the other guy like
Yeah, for real.
taken care of?
You actually probably should kill him. I mean, you can't. What are you gonna do?
Oh, look at that. He's drinking green liquid.
Smell of stale beer and defeat. I've always felt that hardware was much more reliable. Stop.
Oh my god!
Oh, so it's just the beginning.
What if I told you we were putting a team together? Who's we?
Oh my gosh, that was so juicy.
Yeah. Just finished watching The Incredible Hulk. Before I get into anything as far as where this movie sits in the rest of the universe, what did you think about it?
The storyline, I mean, I knew the storyline to begin with, the basic storyline. I really like Edward Norton's acting. In the beginning of the film, I didn't think that he was quite a good choice for the character. But as the movie went on, it grew on me.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going from seeing him in American History X to this. I think it was just an adjustment. But I really did enjoy his acting. By the end of the movie, I thought that he was a really good fit for the character. My biggest complaint is CGI special effects of the Hulk and Abomination. I just don't think it looked very good at all. Like, it was kind of laughable to me.
Jeez.
I understand that, like, obviously they don't have a real life Hulk, but I expected it to look better. With that said, I enjoyed it. My favorite moment was definitely the ending when Tony Stark comes in and talks to the general. Flat out, like, the best moment for me from the movie. Liv Tyler, is that her name?
Yeah, Betty, yep.
I feel like in a lot of movies, when he's, you know, kind of on the run, I expected him to kind of be on the run by himself. I realized in the beginning he was, but I really did not think that Betty was going to be by his side the entire latter half of the movie, which was a surprise to me. I thought that it was unique, and I don't remember if it was something from the series. I really don't recall the series in detail much, but did they have the storyline of the general and the daughter?
Betty Ross has always been his sort of love interest in the Incredible Hulk. I don't know as far as like the general's role. The Hulk's always had like military issues. It's really the only thing that they have to try and like bring him in.
I liked Mr. Blue. I thought he was a really, the person that played Mr. Blue, I have seen him in a couple of things. I can't think off the top of my head, but I really, really liked him. He was a great addition, I thought, to the movie. So overall, I really, really enjoyed it. I am so anxious now to see just the future movies that kind of delve into this team that he's talking about. That's really gonna, like, I'm gonna start thinking about it because they placed it so well just in the last like 2 or 3 minutes. It wasn't even that long of a scene, but it definitely had a lasting effect. I thought it was a really good movie, but like I said, my biggest complaint was is it CGI?
Yeah,
or
like the effects kind of.
I did not think it looked good, and I thought that they would have done better. I also am curious to see the earlier Hulk movie that you were talking about.
It's unrelated to the MCU, so we can watch it at some point if you'd like.
Yeah, just to see, but overall it was good. It was predictable, but I feel like this type of movie, you can almost not have a movie where there is no predictable storyline, if that makes any sense. Anyways, it was a good movie. CGI sucked, but the acting was good. There was a lot of people that I noticed just from like various movies that were in this movie. So they did have a lot of good cast members, so I thought it was pretty good. CGI sucked. Again, CGI really, really sucked.
All right, relax.
But I loved the Tony Stark. That was my favorite scene. I got so excited about that. I'm gonna be thinking about, I'm gonna come up with all these like different theories.
Fan theories?
Yes.
It's hard for me to bite my tongue about a lot of stuff that I want to say because it does affect later. We're still in phase 1, so this was definitely its own movie, and they just sort of sprinkled in Stark Industries, Tony Stark showing up at the end being the most solid thing that connects it to Iron Man. So phase 1 is a lot of that. They're their own movies, but they are starting to connect more and more and more, leading up to this team that they're talking about. So as far as the fandom of the MCU goes, this movie is not typically well regarded. It's not well received, especially in comparison to the other MCU movies. This is one that people were saying that we just have to kind of get through to get to kind of more of the good stuff.
Why? What are the reasons?
One of them I can't say because it might spoil. The effects is one of them. The CG is pretty rough. Probably one of the best innovations in filmmaking, that might be a stretch, is the evolution of the way the Hulk looks in later films. So they start with this, it looks, like you said.
What do you mean later films?
It's dated. Well, the Hulk is in later films. You know, the Iron Man came in there, and so he's in other films. So the way he looks today, like in the most recent iteration, is really, really good. It's nearly photorealistic, as opposed to this, which is still kind of that 2008 CGI. The evolution of the way he looks throughout the films is really impressive. Anyway, there's one big reason why.
So how many movies do we have to get through before we can see that?
We'll get to the end of phase 1. He's at the end of phase 1 at least, so I'll say that.
Phases.
Yeah, there's 3 phases right now. WandaVision was the start of phase 4. So they just had the end of phase 3 just prior to that. So phase 1 is 6 movies. So we're 2 movies in. So just a few more to go. So we'll be doing Iron Man 2 next. Then it's gonna be Thor, then Captain America, then the Avengers.
The Avengers, so
Yeah.
it's multiple?
Well, we'll see. All right, let us know what you thought.
This all night.
Let us know what you think down in the comments below of the Incredible Hulk. Jen liked it. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it deserves all the crap that it gets. Like, it was an okay movie. That's kind of my feelings on it. We rated this when we watched it with Matt. I don't remember what I gave it. Right now, I'd give it probably about a 5.5 to 6, I would say. Not the worst thing ever. It's a watchable movie, I thought. I was entertained throughout. What would you rate it?
I would say a 6.5. I feel like anything between 6 and 7 is like a movie where I feel like I'm glad that I saw it, but I wouldn't necessarily buy it, and I probably won't see it again. But it was entertaining. I wasn't bored. It wasn't top quality, I guess.
Yeah. We talked a little bit at the end of Iron Man. You're like, I can't wait to see Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3 to see these characters come back. We need to get out of that mentality a little bit. We're going into We're going into Iron Man 2 next, so it is a continuation in this world, but there's not like a Hulk 2. There's not a Hulk 3. But this,
well, that's fine.
But this character is in, you know, it does progress throughout. Same with all the other heroes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
I really like Tony Stark. Like, I really like his character. I just cannot find a negative thing about him. He's funny, and, you know, Iron Man is pretty cool to look at, has some pretty cool gadgets. I just really, really like him, and I think I'm going to, as it progresses, I'm going to like him even more. I don't think I can necessarily get out of that mentality, and I think you only have yourself to blame for that. I mean, really, if you're gonna involve me into this world, I'm gonna be curious.
Wasn't saying not to be curious. All right, leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below letting us know what you think. Consider subscribing if you want to see more fun content like this. Also consider joining my Patreon. It's a great way to get early access to select videos like this. You can get early access to us watching Iron Man 2 and the Avengers, and once we get to it, all that fun stuff. As always, we appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.